What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. I'm Ron. I told you guys I wasn't going to be too much of a stranger in the season in terms of streaming. We actually have a gift, or not a gift, if you will, but Underdog Fantasy dropped a rest of season best ball tournament. So I decided we'd hop on here, we'd draft a team, we'd answer some start sit questions, some fantasy football questions, and just have a good old time on stream. Something we haven't, I try to do these about once a week when I can, but we're here. How is everybody doing, man? How are we? People were roasting me for the pink shirt on today's video. Look, man. It's a Nike shirt. It was just in the back of my closet. I picked it up, I put it on, and people were roasting me. But how are we doing, man? If you're in here, say what's up, say what's good. How are we? It's been a little bit of a minute here. We got developmental in here. What a great name. Let me move this up. How are we doing? How are we? We got Kevin in here. He's ready. We got Timmy Luckett. We got Os10. How is everybody doing, man? We got Smooth Criminal. We got Brock in here. What's going on, fellas? We got Timmy. I gamble for real dough. All right, what's up, Kevin? What's going on? We got Brock in here. Pink shirt's tough. That's what I'm saying. Ron the Sharp is heavily in the painted area. What? How are we, man? How's the dog? Winnie's actually behind me. She is set to see a specialist on the 17th of October, and then we decide if she needs surgery or not. But she's been doing much, much better. We got LBJ in here. What's going on, man? What's going on? My hunkalicious daddy Stewart. Come on. We got Sam in here. What's going on, man? We got Caleb. You said YouTube algo is rough today for content creators, but love the shirt. What do you mean by that, Caleb? I do agree. I got to be honest, the algorithm it's just kind of what it is in season. Unless it's funny. There's a few channels. It's crazy. There's a few channels that see their most growth in season. But yeah, I feel you. I've been in that same boat where we hit a huge peak heading into kickoff, and then from kickoff we just do just a slow fall off, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. This is still the funniest part is, like, even on the decline, it's 2.5 to 5x the kind of views that we see in dynasty season, so it's all good, man. But Friday, Saturday are usually tough days to post during the season anyways. We're good, man. We're hanging out. I'm actually very pumped that after this stream I'm going to be playing EAFC 24. I don't know. Is it whack to call it FIFA? I'm still calling it FIFA, to be honest. Bubblegum type shirt? Oh, come on. Bitches can't wear pink or purple? I'm not sure what that means. But what do we got, man? We got heads in here, dude. 128 people in here. We haven't even fired anything up. Pink shirt fire. Here's the thing. I don't even think it's a good shirt. People are just chirping me about it. Like, this is just, I would never wear this out, What else? By the crack of Sam Adams and hang out. Okay, I see you. I was actually debating firing up behind noon, but I decided against it. Dude, I need a haircut so bad, fellas. Just so you can tell that we're in peak season right here. Dude. I mean, where did the fade go? Don't worry, though. I got a haircut scheduled for Tuesday. So once I get back Tuesday, we're going to be fresh as hell, bro. We crying, we might just fuck around and send Joshua Kelly because he can't miss 3 weeks in a row. Dude, if Calvary doesn't work, you can do that. Don't you worry. The shirt is fire. I do appreciate that. Ron the GOAT, thank you, man. Cream Pie Gang, where's pink? I guess so, man. I guess so. I'm undefeated in the Devi League. Hey, man, I'm undefeated in a few leagues. You come for me on Josh Jacobs, dude. He's been a buy every single week, man. He's been getting a ton of volume. We're doing good because of you, dude. This is just a compliment hour here. You guys are going crazy. What else we got? Mr. September. Sort of. We got Ranger Mike in here. Ronnie, fuck the shirt. Hey, that's what I've been saying, man. Bring me back to life. I'm on edge, ready to jump. This was my year. No, come on, man. Much love from Hawaii. Let's go. What do we got, man? Good to see you too, Michael. It's fine, but you're Mr. August, not Mr. September. That's what I'm saying, dude. Look, man, we all got our time. I can't be Mr. 365. I wish I could be, but it just isn't it. I still call it FIFA. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Just call it FIFA. Just call it FIFA and stop the nonsense. Yeah, exactly. I agree. It's probably whack to call it EAFC. But all right. This is what we got planned for today. All right. We will answer some questions. We'll hang out for a little bit, but I'm pretty pumped. I haven't done one of these drafts yet, but Underdog just dropped a rest of season draft, which is usually pretty fun. Where it's, kind of like the good old days. We're going to fire up a draft. It's probably going to be 18 rounds. I'm not quite sure. It'll be like 18 rounds. We'll hop in here. We will do a... Whoa. All right, everything's chill. Like putting in my password here. I just wanted to make sure that you guys can't see this. Let's see. Let's sign into Underdog real quick. Come on, dude. This is insane. Give me 2 seconds. I don't know why I'm botting hard here. I'm just trying to sign into Underdog and then we'll get going here. It's just this weird thing where whenever I pull up this like hold on. I don't know what the issue is. Underdog. This is how rusty we are that I can't even get into my Underdog account right now. But we should be fine. This is really how rusty we are. Just because I haven't drafted or done anything on desktop in forever on Underdog, just because I always do it on the app. Which, by the way, Underdog, the app is amazing. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. All right, so let's hop in here. All right, so let's show this. Things are gonna be a little bit rusty here, but all right. So we're in here. We're in there like swimwear. We have, where is it? We have Best Ball Resurrection. So this is going to be starting from week 6 on. It's going to be just like pretty much a normal league that just takes place from week 6 on, which is pretty sweet. It's a $10 entry. It is $30,000 to first place. I mean, this is pretty sweet. 33,600 entrants. I'm trying to think of what comparable size that is, but that's pretty sweet. All right, so this should be fun. By the way, until October 4th, and I'll make my head a little bit smaller here, but until October 4th, remember that, fellas. Until October 4th, promo code RON gets you a deposit matched up to $500. It used to be up to $100, but until October 4th, they've jacked it up, so that's the next 5 days. So if you use promo code RON, they'll match your first deposit up to $100 or up to $500. You have a link in the description, link in the comment section, and a link pinned at the top of the live chat. That wherever you're talking right now, right at the top of the live chat, boom, it's right there. All right, so we shall hop into some of these, and then we'll just chill out and hang out and see what's up. I also have some DoorDash on the way. You guys know me. Whoa. All right. Let's not show the world my location, but hold on. What's going on here? Like I said, I haven't drafted on my laptop in a while, so I got to make sure that they can find my location. All right, there we go. All right, I think we're all good. So if you guys want to join with me, there should be some spots open. We're still waiting for 7 people here. You guys should be able to pull up on me. All right, so what else we got in here? What else we got? Yeah. Bro. You're going to get banned. Everybody, please don't spam. Don't spam, fellas. I will be honest, this isn't going to be the type of stream where I get to every single question either. So just say it once. If I don't get to it in 5-10 minutes, send it again. You said your best Underdog team was 5,244 going into week 4? Damn. No, that's nice. Jeez, developmental. I mean, this is insane, dude. But I'll answer it, man. Mahomes for Burrow and JT full PPR. I think I would, but it just kind of comes down to what the rest of your team looks like. Week 5 players get an extra week. Yeah, that's a good point. Forgive me? Yeah, I mean, I guess I have to. Developmental. What else we got? What else we got in here? Do you support a college team? I've talked about this a little bit before. Because I went to community college, I don't really have a team. And because Jersey just has the shittiest schools ever, it's really just, I'll just support any Jersey school. So I like Seton Hall basketball. I'll always root for Rutgers football. But funny enough, I don't like Rutgers basketball because they're rivals with Seton Hall. And then I would say I've always really liked, or not really liked, I wouldn't consider myself a big fan, but I do like Kentucky basketball. I've always watched Kentucky basketball growing up. I just found, until the NIL come around, I just found it fascinating how they were, churning out NBA talent. I remember all the way back to I'm trying to think of how old I was. Pretty much ever since they had the undefeated season where they lost to, did they lose to Wisconsin? I'm not quite sure. But ever since the undefeated season they had where they almost went undefeated, I've always kept tabs on Kentucky. Rather handsome today, dude. I don't even got a fresh cut on. You guys are gassing me up, man. You guys are gassing me up. Looking good, young man. You guys are gassing me up. We got peanut butter and wafers. What's up, my boy? If you wear the shirt in public, you won't be single anymore, fam, dude. You'd think so. You had Hopkins and Metcalf comfortably on my bench. Now they're both active. David Montgomery may carry me to a 3-1 start with JT hopefully coming back. Sheesh. That's nice. I had, in the weekly rankings yesterday, I had David Montgomery as a top 20 play, but I was not expecting him to go crazy like that. But he really is just going to be this year's Jamal Williams, huh? You said Romeo Dobbs is going to be a top 24 wide receiver. Watson's a bust? I'm not sure. So I traded D-Hop for Brandon Ayuk. Oh, all day, man. All day you should. All right, so what else we got in here? Just acquired Kamara for Kareem Hunt in my home league. What the hell? Yeah, that's crazy. I love that. Yeah, Gibbs over Ford for me too. We're close. We got one more person left. So if anybody wants to hop in this Best Ball Resurrection draft, hop on in. Here's the funny part, dude. People keep on saying Gibbs is Swift. Dude, Swift was a huge W in year one. He was a top 15 PPR point per game running back with a positive win rate as a rookie. I don't really understand the and I will say I don't know. It's funny, man, dude. I have to say, bro, I am. How can I say this? I am embarrassed. The way that my fellow Gibbs truthers were acting last night. Look, my Gibbs bags are heavy. I want to see him ball out. I want to see him get touches. But saying anything about the Lions coaching staff being bad or needing to be fired or Dan Campbell's an idiot because of his Jahmyr Gibbs usage, despite them winning and playing good football, if you just look, the thing is on top of that is one, David Montgomery plays a role you don't want for Gibbs. We don't want between the tackles touches. The game was never really all that competitive, so they weren't coming from behind and needing to throw the ball or check anything down to Gibbs. And on top of that, he just didn't play well. That's honestly the truth of the matter. Is you had, I think it was the last drive where it was honestly, I think the last play where I want to say the Lions either went out for it on third or fourth, and you had Gibbs out of the backfield run a little button hook, and I think he just slipped and he didn't catch the ball. I hate to say it, Gibbs didn't look great last night. It wasn't every time he touched the ball, it was electric, and it was what the hell are they doing? It was just they won the game on the back of hard-nosed ground and pound running, and Jared Goff being very good in the face of pressure. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't it wasn't week one where Gibbs looked electric and was please get this guy the ball. It was the Lions are trying to win a game. Gibbs didn't have his best night. It wasn't the game script for Gibbs. And of course, we talked about it, was last night great for Gibbs? No. But was it a death sentence? Not at all. We've seen rookie running backs. It takes a while for them to turn up. We've seen Jonathan Taylor was an amazing rookie running back, and through 8 weeks, guys were giving up on JT. If you guys remember, through those first few weeks, or the first 8 weeks of JT's rookie season, people were giving up on him, man. Again, you don't draft a rookie for early season production. I know that it's annoying, it's frustrating, that Gibbs isn't someone you can start confidently right now as a guy you drafted in the third round. But one, to say that the Lions coaching staff, the only argument I can see is that using a 12th overall pick on a running back is dumb. But that was true with or without the usage. So yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of talking in circles here, but that's just kind of my Gibbs rant there. Chick-fil-A or Chipotle? It's It's like a falafel place, but I'm getting some chicken and rice, some jalapeno sauce. After only a 16% advance rate last year, I'm at 41%. Hey, let's go, man. In terms of like your underdog stuff, I agree, man. My stuff has been better too, but it's tough. Advance rates. Oh my god, look at how many wide receivers are up top in ADP. Like you have to go all the way down to Saquon, ETN. I think that's too low on Saquon. Saquon in the late second. I guess it kind of makes sense. I'm trying to think if anything weird has happened. I should really be commentating much more on the actual draft here. But in terms of wide receiver 1 here, it seems is what I'm going to have to take. Let's do, Devontae Adams has been a stud. Devontae Adams has been a stud. Tyreek, Jefferson, Keenan Allen at 4. He is the cover of the thumbnail, or he is on the thumbnail as like, he is somebody skyrocketing because Mike Williams went down and this offense is electric. But definitely prefer Chase, Bijan, Pollard. I'd probably have Keenan as like a late first. I'd probably still take Diggs over him. Like I would have Keenan Allen as a late first. I think 4 overall is a little bit high for me. Bro's a known Seton Hall man. So what else we got? I'm curious what people thought about the Henry, you're a big Kentucky fan? That's dope, man. Dude, here's the thing. I feel weird calling myself like a big Kentucky fan because I'm, I don't really have any reason to root for them or like any ties to them. We'll go AJ Brown. But yeah, I don't have any ties or any roots to Kentucky. But yeah, like I love like the old like PJ Washington, Tyler Hero team when they would have battles against like the Grant Williams, Tennessee teams. Of course, the undefeated season. Fox, Bam, Malik Monk was fun. What else? We got a $5 super chat. What's up? We got trade my Kenneth Walker, Ford Myers for Eckler and Higgins. I think so. I think I would. Yeah, I think I would. Yeah, exactly. Dan Campbell's doing an amazing job, and people are like, oh, the way that he's using his 12th overall pick. It's like, dude, it's been 4 weeks into the season, and the Lions look the best they've looked in my entire lifetime, man. Like, dude, I am truly embarrassed and ashamed of my Gibbs brethren for the way that they acted on Twitter last night. And not once did I complain with Gibbs' usage. Like, it made sense. Again, he didn't play well, and the Lions look good. Like, expecting them to alter their game script to, like, manufacture touches for Gibbs in, like, a huge primetime game where they've been owned by the Packers for the last 20 years, like, I don't know, man. Just get, like, you kind of have to get real, man. Like, it's not, like, that wasn't, Yeah, and I wouldn't say I'm not even in full panic mode yet. It's just, like, it's crazy. Yeah, exactly. And I think the upside is there for a 2017 Kamara season. The issue is that Kamara did have, like, I think he had, like, 15-plus touchdowns that year. So touchdowns look rough for Gibbs right now. That was sort of the difference with what Kamara could do. But I'm optimistic, man. Yeah, the drop at the end of the game was brutal. Like, he had like a slip and like he played sloppy football last night. Like, there's truly no denying that. What's the most you'd send for Gibbs in redraft after last night? It's tough to say. I'll sort of circle back to that when we see what players are going around here. This is interesting though. We have Kenneth Walker going 21st. We have Brandon Ayuk at 26 is interesting. Brandon Ayuk is an early third, huh? ETN as an early third feels too low as well. Most are going to go what round, huh? I'd say probably like 4th. I got all the faith in Brees this season, to be honest with you. I know the offense is bad, but I think it's going to get better in the oh jeez. Everybody chill. I'm just trying to make the font bigger on these. I don't know why they're so small. No, that's not what I want. God damn it, dude. We're rusty, fellas. We're rusty. I don't know what Yeah, you guys are. I'm exposing myself with what my desktop looks like, but I just don't like this is just so small. Can I? Okay, this actually looks better. I think. Yeah, there we go. My bad, fellas. You still got faith in McCreasall? Yeah, exactly. Dude, their schedule is brutal, man. I mean, we're talking Chiefs in an awful game script. We're talking Cowboys. We had Bills before that, like Patriots. We have Chiefs here, and I think after that's another tough game. Like, and again, we didn't like. You have to remember like the thesis of drafting these players. Like drafting Brees and drafting Gibbs was for late season. It's going to sting now, but again, the whole purpose was that from week 7 on, Gibbs could or Brees Hall could be an elite RB1 type of guy, and I still believe that that's in his range of outcomes. If the Jets make any kind of upgrade at quarterback, I know Trevor Simeon's not exciting, but he could 100% come in and be way better than what we have right now. Gibbs, Derrick Henry, Swift. Oh, that's way too far on Ramondre, but for now, we'll go Amari Cooper. I don't really even like Amari Cooper, but that feels like a good price. I don't know. I gotta be honest. I don't know what I'm doing here. Yeah, I agree, Henry. I debated Cup heavily at my AJ Brown pick there. I kind of wish I went with him. Again, this is my first one of these. I truly don't have much strategy or much feel. I probably should have my rest of season rankings pulled up on the side of me. What else we got? We done the super chat. Sorry about sort of missing this, but not really. I'm getting to everything. Everybody just. Jeez, dude. There's so much going on in that message, man. All right, so let's see. Is this where we take? Do we take 4th round Gibbs? I feel like probably not. We're gonna take 4th round Ramondre, dude. I'm not that cold on Ramondre. I don't quite understand the pessimism. The Jets are a really good team that they just played. The Patriots are playing the Cowboys this week. The usage has been just fine, honestly, with Ramondre. I'm not all that scared over an entire season in best ball to where he was, like a mid to early 3rd, and now I can get him in the 4th. And his ADP seemed like it was further back than that. Derrick Henry, I'm just completely out on, if I'm being honest. But we got a super chat. I appreciate that from Only Figaro. Yo, Ron, got these players. Should I trade Chase for a running back? What running backs do you got? A-Chain, Aker, Charbonnet, Javonte. And you have Tyreek Hill, Chase, Garrett Wilson. I'd say no, man. Oh, you have Ramondre Stevenson, Roschon. No, dude. You got plenty of... Dude, Ramondre, A-Chain, and Javonte are, like, more than fine to me. AJ Brown over Devonta Smith? Yes, dude. You guys in my comments that think that Devonta Smith is, like, way better than AJ Brown are out of your damn mind. You're out of your mind. I've seen so many comments last week were furious in my wide receiver rankings video saying, no, Devonta Smith has proved that he's over AJ. Dude, it's a 3-game sample. It's a 3-game sample, man. We had a 17-game sample last year of AJ Brown being the better guy. And then we saw that in week 3 on a primetime game, or AJ Brown squeaky wheel treatment. Like, I'm not going to overreact to a 3-game sample and be like, nope, Devonta Smith has not jumped AJ Brown, at least from my point of view. So, I don't know. They're close. But, I mean, Devonta went 212 here, and AJ Brown's ADP was like 10th or 11th. So, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You may have missed it, but thoughts on Gibbs. You're going to have to rewind for that. I had a monologue, man. Tua going to go high. Yeah, where did he go here? Oh, yeah, 4th round. That's tough. Mostert or Mixon? Rest of the season, probably Mostert, and tomorrow or on Sunday, probably Mixon. Or probably Mostert is what I meant. Yeah, exactly. But I think, I mean, we saw it in week 2 where he had 9 targets. It just so happens that they beat up on the Falcons 20-6, and then they beat up on the Packers where it was like a 2-possession game the entire night. You know, neither of those are Gibbs game scripts. Like, the only way that he's going to get home isn't going to be touchdowns, it's going to be targets, and you're not going to get the targets you want unless if it's a competitive game script. So it's just something you kind of have to understand. The issue is that this Lions defense is much better than expected, really. You're saying Christian Watson went round 3? Yeah, Christian Watson round 3 is crazy. Mike Evans round 3 doesn't feel too crazy to me, though. He has been pretty sweet. Yeah, I agree, Brock. Like, anybody panicking on Brees, like, it's honestly so sad, dude, to be honest. Like, if Aaron Rodgers was in there, like, it would just be so much better. Like, it just sucks all around, the Aaron Rodgers thing. I know I've talked about it a billion times, but especially for Brees, because everybody that was in on Brees, if you watch the channel and you're in on Brees with me, we were right across the board. The knee is a non-issue. He's looked explosive so far. And Dalvin Cook is dust. Dust, bro. There are people out there drafting Dalvin Cook over Brees Hall, saying Brees Hall is stealing his cut because of Dalvin Cook. No. The only thing standing in front of Brees Hall's way right now is awful quarterback play and just getting to a spot where he's no longer on a touch count. Those are the only two obstacles. Dalvin Cook was a non-factor. So buying the hell out of the discount because of Dalvin Cook was the right play. It's just that fucking Aaron Rodgers, man. 4 plays is all I got, man. All I got. All right, so let's see. I'm uncomfortable with Kyron Williams. Kirk, DJ Moore, Godwin. Jeez, dude. Why does everything suck? You know what, dude? Give me David Montgomery. Give me 5th round David Montgomery. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing, guys. I'm going to be honest. I really don't know what I'm doing. It's tough, man. Like, this is when I draft in the offseason, like, this is like drafting when, drafts first open up in the spring and you're just trying to feel some things out. I don't know. Demirga's went 57th, huh? But, I mean, David Montgomery showed last night that he's going to have touchdown spike weeks in half PPR. And I'm fine leaning into that. I don't know. I could have waited to take him in the 6th just to make it feel prettier, but these wide receivers suck, man. They suck. I think I'm going to take Judy. Like, of these choices between Kirk, Moore, Godwin, it comes down to Godwin or Judy for me. You could talk me into Burrow, but we don't have any Bengal stacks. I'm going to go Gabe, actually. In best ball, just give me Gabe. Everything else is pretty rough. 3rd round Pittman like it's 2022. Pittman's been a stud, man. But I do agree. Yeah, this is Resurrection best ball. Yes, sir. Not to say same school style, but Laporta looks like Kittle. Yeah, Laporta looks great. All right, so another super chat. Sorry, I keep kind of missing them, but just trust that I'm getting around to them. I'm torn. Should I start Richardson over Lamar and Tank Dell over Garrett Wilson? I'm definitely Richardson over Lamar this week. Lamar has a brutal matchup. Bateman and OBJ out. The Browns defense are legitimately really, really good. Let's see. I think I would prefer Tank Dell to Garrett Wilson this week. As sad as that is to say. Let me just check the week 4 rankings though, by the way. Patreon.com/RonStewart. You can find the rankings on there, but I will pull them up for you. Yeah, no, I have Garrett Wilson over Tank Dell, actually. Give me Garrett Wilson, but it is a true coin flip, to be honest. Marquise Brown for Lockett? I would. I haven't looked at the snap participation from Reed. Anybody know what percentage of the routes he ran? What else we got? What else do we got? Hope you're doing well. Do I start Cousins or Burrow? I'd probably go Cousins there. Said Ford round 5. This is nuts. I'm telling you, Henry. I mean, like, people, it's the wild, wild west out here, man. It's truly the wild, wild west. There is no, like, I mean, the ADP is, like, fine. I'm glad you are still on board because I just traded Diggs for Higgins and Brees. He gets Denver next week. And one of the softest RB schedules after the bye. Yeah. Dude, Steichen, Brock, if I was you, bro, dude, I would burn villages to the ground on horseback for my coach to be Shane Steichen with my quarterback to be Anthony Richardson. Now, is there some dysfunction in the front office? Has Chris Ballard been hit or miss, and is Jim Irsay out of his fucking mind? Yes, but Shane Steichen and Anthony Richardson is a hell of a foundation moving forward, man. Don't like Godwin. It's tough. I mean, in half PPR, he hasn't really done anything. I don't know that him and Mike Evans are going to pay off. I mean, Godwin's probably due for a little bit of positive regression here because it has been. I mean, like, Baker's been decent this year. Like, Baker has not been bad. He's keeping them in games. He's competitive. I mean, he didn't look great in the Eagles game, but that's because it's the freaking Eagles. But I mean, like, yeah, man. I mean, Baker's been good. So what I'm saying is, I don't know if he can support two wide receivers, but it wouldn't shock me, man. He's looked good. Their OC, I think, what's his name, like Canales or something, has looked a little bit, has looked decent. What else we got in here? We're asking defensive questions to me. Probably Bengals defense, but it's not my expertise. Big Browns fan here. I think the defense is legit, but there have also been a lot of asterisks on the offenses they've played. That's fair. That's fair, but they've also been far and away the best defense in every metric. So until they prove me wrong, I'm just kind of going to anoint them the best defense in the NFL. Or you can have them and the Cowboys in the same tier, but without. I mean, I don't know. A lot of people are chirping Trevon Diggs, but the first game without Trevon Diggs, they lose to the Cardinals. So I don't know. I don't really have a strong take on is Trevon Diggs elite or not. I just think it's kind of dumb. I think it's dumb to say the guy's trash. That's what I'll say. Ridley or Ayuk? Ridley for me this week. Trade Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet for Josh Jacobs. I think I would, but that's really close. Start DJ Moore over Jacoby Myers? No. I would start Jacoby there. I like QJ as a stash more. I will say, fellas, I'm much more likely to answer a question if it's like short. I hate to be that guy, but just keep it short and simple. Like, there's some where you guys are listing out a bunch of stuff, and it's like, I do appreciate the detail, but it's a lot to get through. I don't know. I'm being kind of a bitch, to be honest, though. If Burrow gets it to us here, we're taking him. We'll see what Leo does here. And he takes Kirk over Burrow, huh? I mean, I'll take late 7th Burrow all day. I kind of like Burrow to ball out versus the Titans this week. Titans pass defense even made Deshaun Watson look good last week. Reed ran 68% of the routes, 15% target share. So that's about solid. It's tough. We sort of knew he was going to be the odd man out with Christian Watson back in, but you have to assume that maybe he climbs up. I mean, so who was it? Samare Torre who made it. He made a great sideline grab last night. But I do think he'll start to squeeze some of those guys out. So 8th round here. We took an unstacked Burrow. Devontae, we have Philly, Cleveland, Buffalo. You know what we're going to do? We're going to double up and go with Fields. Dude, I'm still bullish on Fields, especially in best ball. Dude, they've been using him in designed rushes more and more. And the game against the Chiefs completely. I was actually. So if any of you guys haven't checked it out, make sure you check out my 8 must-start players. My 8 stats and starts are pretty much what the video is, where I go through 8 players I'm higher on than consensus, and I go through some stats that kind of back that up. And I think it's a good video. It's sort of like top 10 lessons learned, but projecting forward. But Justin Fields was going to be a guy for me. I just sort of ran out of time, and I wasn't high enough compared to consensus on Fields, but I love a bounce back here against the Broncos. The Broncos just gave up 70 points. I don't think the Bears are going to do quite that, but the Bears clearly can't, or the Broncos clearly can't tackle. I love the idea. I love the idea of Justin Fields going out there, running all over the playground, and having like 170 passing yards, a passing touchdown, and like 80 rushing yards, and maybe a rushing touchdown. I mean, Justin Fields was ass last year through like 4 or 5 weeks. I don't think people really understand. He was bad last year. And it's tough. It's not like, no 2 seasons are the same, and it's not like, oh, well, he was bad early last year. He's going to do the exact same thing this year. But I'm just saying, slow your roll. I mean, Getsy is not a great offensive coordinator, but he's kind of shown that he can adapt things over time. I know that it seems like they're trying to force him to be a pocket quarterback, but I think that eventually they're going to just have to pull the plug on that idea and let him be Justin Fields. Should I trade Amon-Ra St. Brown when Jameson Williams coming back? No, sir. Amon-Ra St. Brown is very much going to be fine. Devontae Adams and Waller for Kelsey? No, sir. Panicking on Trevor Lawrence yet? No. I actually think that Trevor Lawrence is going to be just fine. This whole Jaguars offense should bounce back, really. A-Rich is way better than a lot expected. I mean, hey, some of us really liked A-Rich. Some of us had him as QB1 in Dynasty. In that rookie class, people were like, I don't know, Richardson, his completion percentage in college. Did you know his completion percentage in college was under 60%? It's like, yeah, dude, I mean, he was airing it out. Sykin's our best coach since Dungy. Ballard is fine. As long as Irsay chills out, we are set. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. Is Najee droppable? No. Najee's not droppable, but if you drafted Najee inside of the top 40 picks, I think you got to stare in the mirror and really evaluate. I'm joking. Start Sanders or Ramondre? I like Ramondre. What do you think about Zay Flowers this year? I actually like Zay Flowers. I mean, in PPR leagues, he's probably like a fringe top 24 guy rest of season. Confident Puka rest of season. Not what he's been recently. I would say he's probably somewhere in the high-end wide receiver 3, low-end wide receiver 2 range once Kupp gets back. Addison or London? I like Addison over London this week. Would you do Jalen Waddle and Hunter Henry for Kelsey? I think I would, but I wouldn't be stoked about it. Devontae Smith for Waddle PPR. That seems pretty lateral, but I would prefer Waddle. But it's so close, so you're kind of just trading $5 for $5.05, you know? Ramondre, Dell, or Hollywood at flex? Probably Ramondre for me. Start 2 of Nico Collins, London, and Judy. I would go Nico Collins and Judy. QJ or JSN the better stash? I would say probably QJ. I think he has the clearer path to 2 wide receiver sets, but you could make the case that JSN is a much more polished prospect, and maybe you just want to bet on the talent. Stroud or Watson if he plays? Probably Stroud. It seems like Watson's struggling. Yeah, Sutton's actually not been terrible. We shitted on him a lot in the offseason. Sutton's actually been decent. Rashad Shite. Trade Kyron or ride him out. Depends on what you can get for him. Trade away Cooper for Swift. Amari Cooper for Swift. I think it's probably about even. I'm not in love with it, though. Gabe Davis or Tank Dell this week? Probably Tank Dell. Yeah, you can trust Andy Rich for the rest of the season. I know the injuries are tough, but in managed leagues, you can just stream somebody on a week where he gets hurt. I don't know. To me, I know his play style promotes it, but he stayed I want to say he stayed relatively healthy in college. I don't know. I'm not super concerned that he's going to like break down over an entire season, but I don't know. I could see others not feeling the same way. So we're good at quarterback. Chicago and Cincy. No, let's go Roshan to kind of stack with Fields here. And how many rounds is this draft? I didn't check. It should be 18. Yeah, okay. So 18 rounds. 9th round Roshan I'm fine with. Now I have to sort of think through. We're done at QB. Burrow and Fields is fun, but we have to kind of be mindful of taking, Boyd, Irv. Do we have any tight ends? No, we are punting tight end. Alrighty then. Travion is fun. And then Bengals play the Chiefs in the final week. We'll make sure some of these get started up. I guess we'll start up Kadarius. God damn it. So Chiefs, and then we need Chicago. And I still got it, man. I know Chicago-Atlanta's that Week 17 matchup as well. Claypool, we'll start Foreman, fine. Falcons, I know I have 26 seconds to make a pick. Don't you worry about it, sweetheart. All right, so... You know what, man? Give me Tyler Algier. Tyler Algier's shown some spike weeks here that I kind of like in best ball. Much as I love Bijan and believe in Bijan, I think in best ball he's going to have his weeks. Fields averaged 150 yards passing last year. He'll start having some big rushing weeks. Yeah, exactly. He's going to be, in terms of fantasy, now I will say, I was big on Fields, the passer. I thought he could take a big step forward. We've seen it at Ohio State. The guy can throw the football. I truly don't know what it is. I do think processing was an issue for him in college. He did have a long average time to throw. He took bad sacks in college. Maybe you can make the case that Garrett Wilson and Olave were just so OP, and JSN too. That is just like, or I don't think JSN had his big year with Fields though, is what I'm trying to say. But maybe they were just so open the entire time that he didn't really have to flat. Like I think that the arm talent is there, but it seems like between the ears is a little bit tough in terms of digesting a defense. I will say the Luke Getsy offense looks pretty stale in terms of passing concepts. But yeah, I think fantasy wise he's going to be fine. But real life wise, in terms of like dynasty wise, it's looking pretty rough. I will be honest there. Richardson over Fields for me this week, but I have him literally back to back. I have Richardson at QB6 and I have Fields at QB7. Here's the thing: I had him as QB1 in Dynasty before the draft capital, though, and that was a hot take. Before he was drafted 4th overall, I had him as QB1. At least I think so. I don't know. I might be talking my ass. People know I was all in on Anthony Richardson. I have him on so many Dynasty teams, and he's my most drafted quarterback on Underdog this year as well. What else we got? Stream Matt Stafford this weekend over Trevor Lawrence? No, I don't think I would. We got another super chat here. Pick 2 between Puka, Nico, Swift. Oh, man, that's tough. I sadly think you sit Nico there. As much as I love Nico Collins, I think you probably have to sit Nico. Don't forget about Palmer. Yeah, that's a good shout. Drop JSN, I wouldn't. Algier or Warren? Probably Warren. What else we got? You think JT's going to be a Ram next week, Ryan? I actually kind of love that call. But I don't know. What else? Trade Puka and Ford for Amon-Ra and Damian Pierce? All day. Oh my god, all day, yes. Please do that. Oh, damn, my DoorDash was dropped off. I'm going to just bring it inside because it's raining out. What else we got? I will say, fellas, I'm about to credit card swipe the hell out of FIFA in a second here. Oh, yeah, Jameson is interesting. Did he go? Did he go yet, Jameson? And if he did, where? He had to have. Yeah, so he goes in the 9th round here, huh? That's actually a sweet price. I wish I was a little bit more hip to that. But I wouldn't have taken him 86, and he didn't get to 107, so that's fine. But J-Mo's fun, dude. The fact that they were like, nah, we were kind of we were kind of wilded for the gambling policy. I'm at least glad that they sort of admitted that they were wrong there. Think Jeff Wilson gets snaps when he's back? I do. He's their biggest back. What else? Myers continue his production or trade high? Depends. I don't know that anybody's like unloading the clip for Jacoby Myers is kind of the issue. If I could sell high, I would, but I think that he's probably a top 30 wide receiver rest of season at worst. Laporta, Hall, Olave for Chase. It's close. It's so close, man. I would just hold across the board. I wouldn't sell Chase for that, and I don't think I would buy Chase for that either. I don't know if that's a cop-out answer. Brandon Cooks is still there. He is, I think. I think he got taken, though. Maybe not. No, he is still there. I'll take him if he comes back to us. I mean, I don't love Brandon Cooks at all. Actually, I'm going to take Boyd here. What are our thoughts on David Njoku thus far? He's been bad this year. He's been, like, unstartable this year, man. Dude, Winnie is slumped on the couch right now. You guys can't hear her snoring, but she's slumped. Damn, and we get sniped on Boyd? I mean, that's crazy. That is crazy. All right, we'll go Cooks. I don't even really like Cooks, but I think it makes some sense there. What else we got in here? You said traded Goddard and Hollywood for Andrews. I like that a lot, man. You had Laporta and Kittle, so I flipped Ridley and Kittle for CD. I don't love it. It feels like a steep price to pay, but because you had two elite tight ends and one of them's gonna be rotting away on the bench anyways, I feel like that's a fine upgrade. You think that can be a Ram too? I would love it, dude. If JT became a Ram, he could have a Todd Gurley type week 5 on. And even if not, fellas, I'm hyped about what he can be in the Shane Steichen offense, like up tempo, moving the ball, running good concepts. Like it's truly it's to me assuming full health. I don't think there's any scenario that Jonathan Taylor can fail in. What else we got in here? Just trying to work through what we can. Damn, I was looking at Kincaid. I think that this is probably too low for Njoku, though. I know that it's been brutal this year. I know that it's been real bad. But 12th round Njoku is probably a fine value. That's where my head's at. I hate this team. I'm just going to come out and say it. Kamara or Pittman in the flex and full PPR? Probably Pittman. What's going on, MJB? What it do? What it do? Drop Traylon Burks in 10-team redraft? You certainly could. Pink shirt and Chipotle? Nah, I got some like chicken and rice. It's pretty much Chipotle, but it's more how can I say this? It's more Middle Eastern vibes, falafel vibes, if you will, Habibi vibes, if you will. What do you think? Kittle and Judy for Pitts, Kyron and Dell. I think I probably prefer Pitts side, but it's close. Oh, you're saying Higbee extension this morning. Kyron can't be a workhorse full season. Rams wanted in on CMC. Ryan, I like where your head's at, man. I like where your head's at. We got another super chat. I'm sorry, fellas. I've been bad about I don't think I've missed a super chat yet, but I haven't been super fast to get to them. But let's see. Thank you for the super chat, Kelvin. Puka, Watson, JSN for A-Rich, AJ Brown, and Palmer. I assume that's Christian Watson. So Puka, Christian Watson, JSN, or is it Deshaun Watson? Is that Deshaun Watson or is that Christian Watson? And does it matter? Let's see. Puka, Watson, JSN for A-Rich, AJ Brown, and Palmer. I think I'm team AJ Brown, A-Rich side in that deal, but it's close. Addison or Flowers after season? Probably Flowers by the skin of his chinny chin chin. You think Taylor gets traded? I don't know. People have been saying that he's gonna get traded though. What's your expectations for Deontay Johnson rest of season? Probably a top 36 guy rest of season once he gets back. It's just tough, man. The Steelers' offense has not looked great. Watson used to love tight ends. Ayo, pause. Myers or Addison, non-PPR. I think I would go Myers. Jeez, dude. Mostert and Pittman for AJ Brown, McLaurin, and Najee. I think so. I think that is a beautiful little deal there. I mean, I'm not crazy about it, but I think so. What else do we got? Let's see. People saying I got a Dr. Evil laugh? Come on now. Should I trade Kamara for Sanders in Dynasty? Honestly, no. Maybe that's crazy, but I think no. We got Henry Lopez in here. What's up? What's up, my boy? Is that the Henry Lopez? Down the street Henry Lopez? What's up, man? It's hilarious. There's nothing I enjoy more than boys checking up on the channel, but I appreciate that, man. I feel like there's no shot you're playing fantasy football, Henry. There's no chance. We got, what else we got in here? Stafford or T-Law this week? I think I'm T-Law. I agree. I think Taylor stays a Colt as well. Oh, it's Christian Watson. If it's Christian Watson, Puka, Christian Watson, JSN for A-Rich, A.J. Brown, and Palmer. I think I'm still A-Rich side on that. Damon Pierce and Jahan Dotson for A-Chain. Man, I think I prefer Dotson and Pierce side, but I think it's close enough that there's zero shame at all in holding. I might even be tempted to hold just because I don't really want to sell A-Chain right now. I think I'd probably hold, now that I think about it. I think I would probably hold. Watson or Godwin heading into week 5? Well, didn't Christian Watson play last night? Oh, you're saying just like rest of season? Probably Watson by a hair. Let's see. Gallup, Reynolds, Rondale. Let's go Jeff Wilson. I think, dude, it wouldn't shock me at all if Jeff Wilson had a crazy run to end the season. We got Super Chat, Algier, Breda, or Warren for my RB2. I went wide receiver heavy in this one. Algier, Breda, or Warren for my RB2. Probably Breda for me. I think I would go Breda. Heard my boy was on YouTube, had to support my brother. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Definitely got to dap you up soon, my boy. What else we got in here? Jefferson or Tyreek rest of season? It's literally a coin flip, but probably Tyreek. Kelsey for Jacobs and Devonta Smith? I think I would. If you have Ingram on your bench, I think I would, man. I think I would. That's close, but I think I would. Super chat from Dominic here. Or no, I already answered that, I think. All right, hold up. Let's make this pick. Dalvin, OBJ, Gallup, Mingo, Reynolds, Rondale. Give me Cole Kmet. 14th round Cole Kmet, yes, please. So, all right, what else we got in here? We got a $5 super chat in here. What's your rest of season on Kamara? Someone wants my Dell and B-Rob for Kamara. I got Wilson, Godwin. Yeah, I wouldn't pay Tank Dell and Brian Robinson for Kamara. I'd hold there. But I do like Kamara rest of season. I think that he's probably a back-end RB2 rest of the way, but that's sort of where Brian Robinson's at, you know? Garrett Wilson, Tutu, London, Elijah Moore, Jordan Addison rank this week. I'll pull my week 4 rankings real quick. Let's see what I got in here. Let's see. So Garrett Wilson, Tutu. London, Elijah Moore, Dotson, Addison. So for me, I have it Garrett Wilson, Tutu, Addison, London, Elijah Moore, Dotson. That's how I have it. I hope that sort of answered that. What else we got in here? What else we got? All right, so let's bring this a little bit down. All right, boom. What else we got in here? What should I do with JT? Trade or hold? Just hold on. Just hold on and enjoy the points next week. If I was making the trade of A.J. Brown, Najee, McLaurin, my running backs would be Najee, Pierce, Moss, but my wide receivers would be Hill, Olave, so it's tough. That is tough. A.J. Brown and Ford for Diggs. I'm going to say no. I think I'd probably hold there. What are we doing with JSN? Should I stash Mims or Spears instead? No. We're still holding strong on JSN. Start 2, Nico Collins or Hopkins. Funny enough, Nico Collins and 2 for me. We got super chat from Aus10. Have Eckler, JT, PPR. Choose 2 this week. Ford, Najee, B-Rob. I think my odd man out would be Najee there. Palmer. I think Palmer's already gone. I could be wrong. I think Palmer is way gone. Am I an idiot? Yeah, Palmer was drafted in the 8th. Yeah, I never had a shot at Palmer. Cincy, Chicago. All right, I think we should be okay. Yeah, this isn't going to be the prettiest team of all time. I'll say that right now. What else we got in here? What would you be looking to get back if you traded away Puka? It's tough to say. It's tough to say. Tutu playing the Brandon Cooks role when Cup is back? Pretty much. I think that's kind of a decent way to explain it. We'll go MVS here. Why not? What else we got in here? What do you mean you're infrared, Brock? I am infrared. Infrared, huh? What else we got? Would you trade Brees for JT? I would. Should I start Godwin versus New Orleans or Garrett Wilson? I think I like Godwin there, but it's razor close. Let me see. Yeah, or no, I actually give me Garrett Wilson there. I have Garrett Wilson 26, Godwin 28. How have you been? What's up, man? I've been all right. Quick questions. I have Ramondre Cook Swift and Jerome Ford. Traded tight end Hunter Henry Kincaid. Got a trade of Ford for Andrews and Atwell. No, I would not do that. Wait, what? Hold on. Schultz, Juwan Johnson, Knox. Give me Knox. I think this is going to be a 4 tight end team. Actually, no, it's probably not. We're actually going to go Mooney here. I don't really like Mooney. He hasn't really done anything this year, but he just kind of makes sense on this team. But the thing that I wanted to look at was this trade. So you say you have Jerome Ford. Somebody's offering you Andrews and Tutu Atwell for your Jerome Ford. And if that's the case, you accept that and run. Accept that and run, brother. Hopkins isn't droppable, but he's pretty rough. Roschon or Javonte rest of season. Javonte for me. JT owners offering you JT, Pitts, and Myers for Andrews and Wilson. Do I take that risk? I think I would, but it's really close. It's really close. I'm not sure. How do we feel about this one, fellas? JT, Pitts, and Myers for Andrews and Wilson. I think I lean JT side, but it's really close. Him rest of season 6 point. CJ Stroud is usable. He's serviceable rest of season is what I'd call him. I think he's probably like a top 20 play. Yeah, I can't wait to see what JT looks like on this team when he comes back. I like Mike Evans this week over Marquise. Would you trade Kyren Williams for Ramondre Stevenson? I would, but I understand that doesn't feel great. What else we got? Oh, I see. Brock was just talking to you. I get it. Javonte, a good buy low? Probably not. What RB can I get for Cooper and a piece? For Amari Cooper and a piece. I mean, this is where Amari Cooper went. I mean, you should be able to get to, Jacobs, JT, ETN, maybe Saquon. I'd say that this is about the range here. Maybe Ramondre, if that's sort of interesting to you. You might not even need a piece. You said we talking redraft, but I gotta say I love this 2024 class in Dino. Oh, we can talk, dude. We can talk anything, man. What's so exciting about it? I'd say, dude, I gotta say, man, I think people should be a little bit more spooked on quarterbacks not all declaring. It seems like Caleb Williams is a true toss-up, and it seems like Shedeur Sanders is going to stay another year at Colorado to try and help Dion build up that program. But I might be talking out of my ass here. I don't know. But that seems to be the case. Marvin Harrison Jr. is obviously a stud. Keon Coleman's impressed me. I feel like running back class hasn't been great. I know Travion Williams had the great long run against Notre Dame last week. Haven't heard anything of Rocket Sanders this year. Have not heard a single thing about him. Brock Bowers, of course, is a monster. I don't know. What sticks out to you, Brock? Yeah, I like JT's side on that trade too. Yeah, Reckless Vibes, I do not see a super chat from you. I'm telling you, I don't think Shedeur declares in 24. I don't think he does. But again, I'm also talking out of my ass, so take that with a grain of salt. Let's see here. Lazard, Van Jefferson. What the hell, dude? All these options suck. All right, so we have 2 picks left. 5 running backs. I think we're done at RB. We're done at quarterback. It probably just needs to be a wide receiver and a tight end. I think this is what we're going to do. We'll go Irv. And then I got an idea. All right, so we have 1 more pick left. What else we got? I think Caleb going back to school depends on who gets number 1 pick. What about that Florida receiver, the one who made the I don't think he's very good. I think that they were calling him Slick Rick, or maybe not that he's not very good, but I think that he had that cool catch, but I haven't heard much more of him. I've heard the Michael Penix, which by the way, I'm going to screw up that name a billion times. He's literally Michael Penis. Like, I hate to say it, man, but that's awful. Massive Corum fan. I don't like Corum, Brock. I'm sorry, but I don't like Corum. What's going on with Rocket Sanders, dude? Why am I not hearing about Rocket Sanders? Oh yeah, Troy Franklin too. Yeah, the 24 class is stacked. I'm not really saying it's not. I just needed a bit of a refresher. I just wanted a refresher is all I'm saying. Last pick here. I wanted to do something fun, or not fun, but we're gonna go Matt Collins here. He's on the other side of our Chicago Week 17 correlation. He gets spike weeks. I'm fine with it. I'm not crazy about this team, fellas, but I think it's gonna be fine. I think that this is a formidable team here. I do like me some Jaheim Bell as well. I've heard that Tavion Sanders made a great catch last week too. I've been keeping up with college football a lot more than I have in recent years. I'll say that. I don't know. Maybe I'll come around on Corum. I'm kind of just talking my ass, but I like Donovan Edwards a ton. We think Rocket Sanders might stay another year? God damn. Appreciate the bless you. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Corum is just smaller Javonte. That's actually a great comp. So South Carolina wide receiver, huh? I have not heard of him. I think Keon Coleman could be a first rounder for sure. Yeah, the issue really just comes down to the fact that he doesn't catch passes. It's kind of just what it is. Doesn't catch passes. I don't know. We'll see how he tests and what his size is. You know, like I'm talking my ass here. This time during the 2021 class, we are like, oh, Isaiah Spiller might be RB1. So there's a lot of time to go. Corum is definitely a guy. He's definitely a guy. He doesn't pop at the stuff that I look at though right now. But who knows? But all right, fellas, this is going to do it for today. This was our first Resurrection draft. I think we'll probably go live tomorrow night. Also, stay tuned for Injury Show tomorrow. That should be fun. But anyways, I appreciate you guys coming out. This was an Underdog Resurrection draft. Make sure you hop in, check it out. It is pretty much just a season-long best ball draft, but it just starts from week 6 on. It is very fun. It is just a nice way to sort of see how people are sort of valuing things the rest of the season, just in terms of trade value. And I don't know, it's just a fun little thing, $10, just a second shot at some drafts here, But regardless, I appreciate you guys. Promo code Ron if you want to hop on here. Try out Best Ball Resurrection. Promo code Ron gets you a deposit match up to $500 only through October 4th. So make sure you check out that promo. Link will be in the description, comment section, pinned to the top of the live chat below. Click it. It'll take you to Underdog Fantasy. It'll use promo code Ron and it will match your deposit up to $500. I appreciate you guys. You guys are truly, truly the best. But I'm going to play some FIFA. But I appreciate you guys, and I will see y'all in the next one.